So today we're back here with part 2, and we have a big shipment from Motorsport that just came in, and we got to get started on putting on these new parts. I'm so excited for what's in this box from Motorsport. All right, all the good stuff, all the goodies. All right, we're gonna start off with our air filter by Filgard. Then we got a Motion Pro throttle tube. Needed one of those. Other one's cracked. We got the OEM hose clamp gasket for the air view up top that connects to the airbox. Carb hoses. It doesn't even have any. Bolt pack because he doesn't have a lot of the bolts. Another hose clamp. This one connects to the carb. And that is it. And Motorsport always coming through with a nice calendar. Also, time to get rid of the sticky throttle tube. Ran into some complications here. So the plastics all don't fit. These are like an Amazon special, not the best plastics. I probably would not recommend these for 50 bucks. And then he also got an Amazon complete seat assembly, which sounds great, but it did not want to line up exactly on the tank for the button right here. So what I ended up doing was I put a washer under it to raise it, and that made all the difference. So now this will actually connect to the seat up here, and it'll work now. But what I'm having trouble with now are mounting brackets. So what I'm going to start doing now is just try experimenting, taking these brackets off and putting on the old ones from the OG seat right here. So we'll see how this goes. Now there is going to be a little bit of a gap, but you know, that's what happens when you get a little bit cheaper of a seat. So now we're into this problem. Lastly is getting this front fender. So I know it's the same deal with like the YZ85 getting the new fender, but we got to match this up and drill some holes. After many hours trying to get this all to work, ended up getting it all to work. We have a tiny bit of a gap here on the back, but the guy said he wants to run it like that, so I'm gonna let him do that. Situation is this number plate. This is definitely not a YZ85 front number plate, but yeah, see the mount doesn't even work right here. It usually has a top mount right here, and you can see it's broken from the old one, and this one like has like a center mount. So what I'm gonna do is punch a hole right here in the middle, this tab, and put a zip tie through it, and zip tie it just straight to the frame, and it'll look all good. Plus this thing going to be attached up here on the bars. Now we got some fuel line for the petcock, and we can get to the carb. This isn't where you put the fuel line into the carb. Wait, dude. Right there. That is not where you put your... Dude, where's your finger?
Right there.
Right there. It's not where you put it. It actually goes in the back of the carb that sits right here above my finger. So I got to reroute it. Good thing I have extra fuel line. Yeah, but look. This is where things got a little weird. Obviously, you can see that the clutch appeared to be fried. And then the guy, he actually just wanted to take it like that. He wanted to ride it as soon as possible, even though I highly don't recommend riding with a bad clutch. And then he actually came by for it and saw it and decided that he actually wanted me to put a new clutch in. So that night, I actually inspected the clutch just to find out that all of them were in spec. I didn't end up recording this because I thought I was just going to throw away the clutch. So what I did is I used my measuring calipers and measured them, and they were within the spec that they should be. I looked around online just to see that maybe if you clean the friction disc, it might work. So I slapped it back in, and it actually ended up working. There would have been a lot more different things I would have done on this YZ85, but because it wasn't my bike, I wasn't able to do that. If you guys are actually interested in seeing a YZ85 build the way I would want to do it, let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in that. But once again, thank you for keeping up with the build despite it not going the exact way we wanted it to be. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys later.